one of the problems is that we often come to church, we'll read something, and we walk out of church and we go, okay, now I need to do this, this, and this, in order to, be a man, be a woman of God, whatever it might be, whatever the topic might be. And we have this checklist of things that we do so that we can satisfy God. And, the last 15 years of manhood sermons can be summed up with 4 things. Reject passivity, accept responsibility, lead courageously, and invest eternally. And what we often do with these lists is that we turn them into a list of a bunch of do's and don'ts. Okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and I need to make sure to not do these things, and then I need to make sure that we do these things. And that's how we often define Christianity as well. Patrick had a professor at Dallas Theological, which is the most conservative place on the planet, and they said at one point, one of his professors said, "Hey, never let a pastor shoot on you." Did I just hear that right? We put it on the screen just to make sure. Don't let a pastor shoot on you, okay? And really the whole concept is that we often take what we're hearing and we turn it into a list of do's and don'ts, and we think, oh, if I do these things, then I'll satisfy God, and if I stay away from these things, then He'll be happy too. And so that's what we turn our Christianity into. And we define our relationship with God based on, the goods and the bads that we've been doing, as well as how many times we've attended church, if we're in a small group, and, different things. All of those things are good things, but they don't define who you are as a person. God has a very different definition of who you are as a person. God defines you by who you're following. God defines you by who and what you're following. One of my favorite verses came out of Matthew chapter 5 when Jesus said, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." We're all looking to be filled at some level. We want a fulfilling, satisfying life. And Jesus, in this one brief sentence, gives us the formula. Thirst and hunger after righteousness. Righteousness is it's kind of one of those church words that you hear and you go, well, what does that mean? It's very simple. Righteousness just means right and good based on what God says is right and good. He says, thirst after the things that I care about. Thirst after the things that I say are the right things to thirst and care for. Have a heart for the things that I have a heart for. Don't just chase after what society says, hey, this is good, because that shifts all over the place. It's a moving target. You can never hit it. And God's word, it never changes. It always stays the same, and the target never moves.